actors, great actors, want something that challenges them to do something they've never done. They want to do what I just described about. They want to find the mystery. They want to step onto the edge, and no one more than Mel Gibson. And I had given the screenplay to my agent, and he had read it, and he walked into Mel Gibson's agent and said, I'm just warning you, if you don't show this to Mel, someday he's going to look at you and go, you had this on your desk and you didn't show it to me. You need to look at this. And he did, and he sent it to Mel. Finally, someone in Mel's office got through the stack of scripts and hit Braveheart and said to Mel, this is the one. And he read it, and I got a phone call from my agent saying, are you sitting down? And no. He said, well, you should sit down. Mel Gibson wants to have breakfast with you tomorrow. And I wasn't afraid to, I mean, he's a human being. It's not like, but I knew that the danger was not from him. The danger was from me. The danger was that I would fall into that kind of valence that happens when you're around a celebrity. Everyone wants to figure out, what does the king want, and let's give it to him. So we're sitting around the table, and the most powerful people in Hollywood were there, like 4 or 5 of them, and Mel Gibson and me. And I had walked around the neighborhood the night before, and I had prayed sincerely not to kiss his butt. I mean, that was my prayer. Please don't let me get into this thing where I'm just trying to say what he wants to hear, what I think he wants to hear. And we sit down, and everybody's scared. And I leaned across the table, and I put my fist on the table, and I said, listen, here's how it is. Hollywood movies have a message. Everyone does, whether they want to or not. And the message of most is the guy with the cutest dimples, the biggest biceps, the greenest money, he gets the girl. Yeah. The message of this movie is, if you're faithful to your heart, even if they cut it out of your chest, you prevail. That's the movie I want my sons to see. You want to make that movie, I'm your man. You don't want to make that movie, you need to say no. And all these people around the table went, oh, gee, look at the time. But Mel leaned forward, and I went, he's in. He's in. I'm driving away, my cell phone rings, and my agent goes, what the heck did you say? And I start to, well, somebody had to say something. And he went, no. The head of the studio just called, and he said he wants to double your deal, and he wants the next movie you write for him, you to be the director.